Hi Virgos, this is going to be your reading for June 2025. I hope everyone is having a nice day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings, so I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. Let's get into it. So your message for this month is learning experience. Your message. You have dedicated a lot of time and effort and energy to understanding yourself in the world and had many experiences recently that have been great teachers. Even though not everything can be easy or perfect, there has been a positive and that you've come to understand yourself, your gifts, your abilities better than ever. You are deeply connected to who you are and what you stand for and what's important in your life. When this card appears for you, angels are acknowledging the challenges and obstacles that you have surmounted recently. Although it may have been a difficult time for you, your faith and inner strength have increased. Now that the cloud has a silver lining, you will soon have moved beyond the feelings of being stuck and unsupported. Inner peace and a sense of security come from overcoming hardships. Without the challenges that life has presented to you, you wouldn't be the person that you are today. This is a time for you to reflect on the incredible strength that you have. No matter what has gone wrong for you, you have made your way through the darkness and into the light. When this card appears, your angel guide is inviting you to ask yourself, what have I learned from this? This card represents the teacher that you have within, and through integrity and connection, you will be able to find a message within the mystery. If you are still facing challenges, you're being encouraged to keep going and trust that the worst will be over soon. The light at the end of the tunnel is you. Beautiful card. Let's see what this could be about here, Virgo. Just give me a minute to pull some cards here. Let me just feel this energy for you. It feels like the energy that I'm feeling with this reading, Virgo, is just this energy of it's really a mental game right now, I feel like, in the month of June, and that's kind of what I'm feeling here with this. It's like this energy of wanting to kind of move forward and really like go after what we want here, go after kind of these things, be victorious, but it's also just like sometimes the energy is just not in our favor for that right now, and sometimes we got to really kind of note when it's like, okay, time to kind of pull back a little bit, or time to take a rest, or time to just relax here. It feels like there's a lot of air energy happening. I got a lot of swords going on, so that's why I'm saying it might be more of a mental thing right now. But I do see this kind of like tower moment coming in for you. I feel like things are changing for you, but it's like almost this energy of it's moving in slowly here. So it's like we want it to be kind of faster. We want to be at the point where we're at this Ten of Pentacles, but we have the Ten of Pentacles in reversed here. So some of you might be having a little trouble in maybe career sector for yourself. You're not really sure what the next kind of step is, or maybe this is family life or money life here. It's coming on with the Emperor in reverse, which is Aries energy, but this is over controlling energy here. So there might be a sense of you wanting to kind of control everything, maybe control, are certain aspects in our life where sometimes we don't have control of that. Sometimes we don't have control if we get this job or not. Sometimes we don't have control if, the markets move in our favor or not. But I feel like the sense of you wanting to kind of control all of this, and it's kind of causing this kind of big mental rift in your brain right now. We do have this tower moment coming in here, which is talking about this change. And I remember you having the tower in your last month's reading. So I feel like things might be crumbling right now, so that there's a chance to kind of rebuild. Some changes might be happening in your life that are kind of big changes. The universe might be coming in to make some big changes for you here as well. There is a little bit of heartbreak here, so maybe some of you are going through a little bit of pain or emotion here, heartbreak, loss, any kind of that energy for yourself. But the tower moment is coming in to change things. But the good thing is with this tower moment is we have the 9 of Swords coming out in reverse, which is saying what's ever been on our mind, whatever has been keeping us up at night or maybe stressed in kind of our energy here will start to be released. I feel like this tower is coming in to change those things for you so you can be less stressed, be less in your head, be less reactive in that way. Even though, again, like I said, those changes are happening, but they're coming in slowly with this kind of 8 of Wands moment, right? It's not coming in fast here. So I feel like these are maybe small changes that might be happening right now. You might be kind of growing here, but they're giving you the time to kind of go through that change here with the Hangman. They're telling you it's a time to reflect, a time to kind of take a pause, a time to kind of not really act right now. I feel like, again, we're going through almost these growing pains, but maybe we're having some challenges here as well. Maybe we want to control everything at this time, but really it's like the energy for you is just supposed to be relaxed, is for you to sit back and think about things and contemplate things, because it feels like energy is kind of changing here. I have this 3 of Swords coming in, which is this pain, this loss, this heartache here, and the 7 of Swords coming in right after, as well as the 6 of Swords. Okay, so it feels like there might be something that we might felt like was taken from us. Maybe for some of you, you're going through a relationship and you found out maybe someone was cheating, or maybe someone was lying to you in a way, or not really telling you the full truth, and that might be causing a little bit of pain here. Maybe some of you are going to have some friends or relationships that are let go of here as well. But it feels like with this energy, you are moving on with the 6 of Swords. You are just like, okay, time to move on, to move past, right? They're moving on to calmer waters here. It's a little choppy where they are right now, but the energy is to move on to something a lot more calm. So they want to move you to something that's a little bit more calm, calmer waters for yourself, things to help kind of regulate your nervous system here. But it feels like you're feeling like you're stuck in that energy with this 8 of Swords. It's like we're not being able to see properly that there is a way out here. There is solutions for you, because we're kind of stuck, right? We have the blinders on in this situation. It's like we're only kind of seeing what's happening in the now, and we're not really seeing what's going to be happening for us kind of in the future here. So it feels like there are solutions there, right? This person can free themselves if they want. They have the swords there to kind of cut themselves free, but they just don't know that they're there because they just feel like they are stuck. And this is this kind of mental energy that I'm talking about here, right? It feels like here there is this kind of stuck in the past energy that's happening for you as well, with the 6 of Cups in the reversed. Some energy from our past that's maybe keeping us down or keeping us stuck. But I feel like you are going to be... feels like these changes for you that's like happening now, and I know it's not happening on the timeline or the way that we wanted to, but again, I feel like this is what this card is saying as well, these learning lessons that are coming from you here. It's like this is a time or a chapter in our life, or maybe this month, where we're going to learn something about ourselves or learn something about our journey that we'll use in the future. It's like I remember when this kind of situation happened to me. That's going to be one of those months for you, okay? And I don't want to scare anyone because I don't think it's that big of a thing, but I just think you're going to kind of, when you get older, you're going to look back and be like, okay, this was a time where, remember when all that situation happened? But you have the victory card here. We have the 6 of Wands coming out, so you are going to be victorious. It's like some energy from the past, and it feels like a lot to do with our own mentality of things, our own kind of mental blocks here. Again, there's a lot of swords coming out, or past pain that was maybe keeping us stuck here. It feels like we are kind of releasing that energy, and I feel like you're going to be really victorious over it, and it just feels like this mental game for you this month in June, where it's like, okay, I really gotta just allow surrender a bit, and just like allow time and space and things to happen here without overthinking it so much, without putting so much thought into it, and just kind of releasing all of that. Sorry, that card fell. We're kind of fearing that we're not strong enough to get past or get over whatever this kind of energy is here. Again, this is what I was saying with this kind of, this doubt, right? This overthinking kind of energy. Because it feels like you have kind of options pulling up here that are popping up with the Seven of Cups, right? Some people see it as kind of confusion because there's so many options here. But I feel like you're just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I don't know, do I do this? Do I do this? Do I put my focus over here? If this isn't working out for me, if this is changing, then it's like, should I put more of my energy into this? So again, you're having a lot of that kind of contemplation this month, right? And see it less of confusion and see it more of like options here. Because I feel like your brain is kind of being like, yes, like there's so many, I don't know what to do. What's the right answer? But the right answer is that all these answers can be the right answer for yourself. It's just, where do you want to put your intention? Where do you want to put your energy here? And you feel like you're not like strong enough to get past this. But the Chariot card is saying you're moving forward here. It's saying you're moving on. The Chariot card is just like, we're on champion this. We're going to get through this. We're going to kind of keep pushing here. And that's what that kind of card is all about, right? Is that kind of Chariot energy. We're moving forward. Even though we're going through maybe this, overthinking time, this painful time, we're moving on to something else here. Now the Devil popped up sideways, which is Capricorn energy. Upright, the Devil is just saying this energy that is kind of keeping us stuck, keeping us chained to where we are. Sometimes this can be, addiction. This can be just energy that keeps us vibrating low, using substances to kind of mend any feelings that we are having here. Maybe some negative energy that we're kind of attached to. But it's when it's in the reverse, it's we're breaking those chains. So it's really going to ask you the question of like, okay, how are we going to perceive this? Are we going to let fear win? Are we going to keep listening to that kind of devil on our shoulder? Or are we going to start being like, no, okay, I am strong enough to kind of do this. I am strong enough to push forward here. I can break these chains. It is up to me to do this, okay? And that's why I feel like you fear about a new start. You fear about trying something new here, or going on a new journey, because it's just kind of this sense of being like, I don't know, I'm just so used to the way that things used to be with this kind of Six of Cups. Like, I'm so used to this kind of past energy. What is this kind of new route going to do for me? How is it going to change me here? So I feel like you're going to be asking yourself those questions. You're going to take this as like a big learning experience, and kind of move forward to something new here, and move forward to something that's a lot more peaceful here. We have Temperance coming out, right? Sagittarius energy. It's talking about tranquility, peace. So I feel like you're going to try to be on this new journey of peace here, leaving some of this old stuff behind here in yourself for June, leaving some of the Swords energy, this sadness, this loss, and moving on to find your own kind of peace, or find your own kind of tranquility. Anything else? By the end of the month, I think you're going to find your power again, especially if you've been going through this kind of dark time. I have this Knight of Wands here and this Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is like planting a seed, planting an intention. It's like, okay, this new kind of space that I'm going at, this new kind of place where I'm trying to find peace and tranquility, what can I start planting? What do I want to grow? What do I want to accomplish? What are my goals? What do I want to plant here and to nurture and to kind of move forward in this new cycle? And that's what this Knight of Wands is kind of all about as well. It's like bringing in this kind of passion, this drive back into your life. It's like, okay, I'm not stuck in this energy. I have this Chariot card. I'm moving forward. I have the Six of Wands here. There is a big win for me in this, but how do I keep moving forward? How do I kind of keep going here and start setting new intentions for ourselves? And I think that's going to be an important thing for you in June here, Virgo, is being like, what new ideas, what new things do I want to plant for myself, and how do you kind of continue to grow that way? Just pulling you some oracle cards. A new start is coming. We talked about this, right? A new start is coming. And saying by the end of the month here, is that going to be that new start for you, okay? Loosen your grip, right? We're talking about this. The Emperor in reverse. We're saying That's the over-controlling energy. Coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction. We talked about that as well. Let God in. I'm just going to read this one for you. I can get to the right page. There we go. We are cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and goings of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to often are the ones that we need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationship, the job, the people-pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable place. The part of us that's afraid to leave empty. The part we guard and we don't let grace into. But keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us, or clinging to it for fear of it not staying on its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And Buddha said you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave a space for grace and God to enter, and to surrender to that all that feels dense to the divine. Loosen your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it might stay, but what you can be sure of is that what is for you will find you, and you will breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. What are you clinging to fear of nothing coming to take its place? And that's what I feel like with this energy here, of this kind of over-controlling, right? Like things need to happen this way. But the universe is saying that's not where the energy is right now. That's not what's supposed to be happening for you here. So I feel like it's just going to be a bit of that mental battle for you this month, okay?